Everybody understands all lives matter. Everybody wants strong, effective law enforcement. Everybody wants their kids to be safe when they're walking to school. Nobody wants to see police officers who are doing their job fairly hurt. Everybody understands it's a dangerous job. When I think the reason that the organizers used the phrase Black Lives Matters was not because they said they were suggesting nobody else's lives matter. Rather, what they were suggesting was there is a specific problem that is happening in the African American community that's not happening in other communities. And that is a legitimate issue that we've got to address. I forget which French writer said, there was a law that was passed that really was equal because both rich and poor were forbidden from stealing loaves of bread and sleeping under the bridge. Well, so here's that's not a good definition of equality. The situation, there is a specific concern as to whether African Americans are sometimes not treated in particular jurisdictions fairly or subject to excessive force more frequently. I think it's important for those who are concerned about that to back it up with data, not anecdote, to not paint with a broad brush, to understand the overwhelming majority of law enforcement is doing the right thing and wants to do the right thing, to recognize that police officers have a really tough job and we're sending them into really tough neighborhoods that sometimes are really dangerous, and they've got to make split-second decisions. And so we shouldn't be too sanctimonious about situations that sometimes can be ambiguous. But having said all that, we as a society, particularly given our history, have to take this seriously. And one of the ways of avoiding the politics of this and losing the moment is everybody just stepping back for a second and understanding that the African American community is not just making this up. And it's not just something being politicized. It's real, and there's a history behind it, and we have to take it seriously. And it's incumbent then on the activists to also take seriously the tough job that police have. And that's one of the things that the post-Ferguson task force did. We had activists from, who were marching in Ferguson with police chiefs and law enforcement sitting down and figuring this stuff out, and just assuming good faith in other people, going to the issue of people being cynical, I think is important. I've rarely gotten much accomplished assuming the worst in other people.